You and I for the love of the pride. You and I for the love of the pride. You and I for the love of the pride. All ready to ride for the love of the pride. It's a vibe though, blessed with survival. Get ready for the love, it's the Pride of Kyro. You and I in our family ties, all ready to ride for the love of the pride. It's a vibe though, blessed with survival. Get ready for the love, it's the Pride of Kyro. You and I in our family ties, all ready to ride for the love of the pride.
I don't want any negative things to stick to the Carter name.
All ready to ride for the love of the pride.
It feels so good to be back in Atlanta. Miami was a bit too much. I mean, I was happy to just be sitting in my gaming chair, be in my own bedroom, playing my own game, listening to my favorite music. Simply just trying to get my mind off this never-ending family drama. Being a Carter, it was unique, but it was tiresome. Damn, I must admit, it does come with some perks though. But I do miss the old days when we used to have backyard parties, them late-night shindigs that my mom would throw. But I don't know if that's ever gonna happen again. Since I could hear my mom move all her stuff out over my music, I wish I was going with her. I never lived in the house with just Kyro. I didn't know how that was gonna be. I know my time was coming soon, but not soon enough. My mother leaving the house is providing me with more motivation to apply for more internships. Hell, I wish I still had my old spot. Shit, I really messed that up. Thank God for London and Kingston. Without them, I'd probably still be in jail. This losing streak on this game is making me hungry. I paused the game and walked downstairs. On the quick walk to the kitchen, I spotted my mother in the family room with a bunch of boxes of her stuff. What's up, Mom? You know you can still stay here, right? You don't have to go. There's still time for you to sell the house. Or even better yet, you let me live there, and I keep it safe, and then you stay here. Please, you're not gonna leave me with this man, are you?
I love you, son. But this man is your father. You two guys will get along just fine. And besides, with me out of the way, it'll give you two more time to bond with each other. Trust me. You'll be happy that I'm gone. Especially with your siblings out of the house. There'll be less time for interruptions, and you two guys can hang out and talk more.
Hang out? Hang out with who? And happy? How can I be happy when you're leaving me? Before I at least had Brooklyn in the house. Now it's just gonna be me. My mom looked at me from head to toe, then stared in my big brown eyes. With the most loving look, she just smiled.
Karan, you'll be fine. It's not like I'm moving to Russia. Besides, boy, you weren't checking for me when you were selling drugs through that campus and subleasing that dorm. So let's not play. You just want my new house. I don't know who you think you're talking to, Karan. My name is not Jessica or LaToya or whatever her name was, Shakana, Hana, or something like that. Whatever her name was, you know who I'm talking about.
Hearing Asia butcher that crazy girl's name that I dated my first year at college caused us both to laugh. But I guess like all good times, things must come to an end. Kyro entered the family room, and I didn't even have to turn around to see he was in a bad mood. I could just feel his aura as soon as he walked in the room. That and my mother's face.
Karan, I need you to follow up with the leads I gave you for the internship immediately. These people do not have time for you to be lackadaisical.
I will.
Now, Karan.
Okay, I'm on it. Love you, Mom. Before retreating back to my business, I kissed my mother on the cheek. Hunger was still calling my name, though, so I headed to the kitchen. Talking with my mom almost made me forget why I was even down there to begin with. While in the kitchen making a sandwich, stuffing my face and some chips, I was eavesdropping on the not-so-friendly conversation that was going on between my parents.
You really want to do this, huh?
I told you. I already bought the house. What do you want me to do with it?
Rent it out. Sell it. I could give a damn what you do with it. Just don't move into it.
Have you given me any reason not to?
I have. You wearing it on your finger.
Oh, Kyro, has this marriage meant anything to you? You've done nothing but show me over the years that I'm just a piece of arm candy to you. I make you look good. That's it. That's all.
And what do I make you look like?
A clown. A damn fool. The women, the controlling behavior. The last to say when it comes to our children.
The children are grown, Asia.
Yeah, and look how that turned out. You're the hero, and I'm just the mom who screwed everything up.
I had no idea what she meant when she said that. My mother was everything to me. Yeah, I love my dad, but he was an asshole. She was the angel. I'm sure my siblings felt the same way. I began piling meat on top of my sandwich as I continued to eavesdrop.
London is right. You sure do pay the victim a lot.
Oh, well, look at Daddy siding with his little princess. What, did your little princess tell you she's pregnant? Yeah, because I would love to know who the father is.
Asia, I am not gonna stand here and let you tell lies about London just to justify yourself. This is not about her. It is about you. Always running. Remember the last time you ran and the disaster that we had to deal with from that? The disaster that we're still dealing with?
I'm not dealing with anything. Look, I made my peace with my past. I suggest you and your princess do the same.
I could hear my mother's footsteps towards the door. My father followed behind her. London is pregnant? Oh, really? Who's the father? I don't remember London being in a relationship. Oh, Lord. Please don't tell me we're gonna have to do a Ayanla Fix My Life episode. That would not be good for my medical career.
Asia, I am telling you right now, if you walk out that door, do not even think about coming back.
My mother stopped in her tracks. While I didn't agree with my father's tactics, I sure hoped it made her put that box down.
Wow, that's sad to know. I thought this, you, would always be my home. I just needed some air to breathe. Breathe my own air on my own time. For once in my life, I just want to know what it's like to feel like Asia. Not the wife of Kyro, or the mother of Kyro's heirs, just Asia. But if you say for me to do that I can't come back, then so be it. For once, I'm choosing me.
I heard the door slam, and my heart sank to my stomach.
After my heated talk with Kyro, I am super excited about moving into my own place. This will be the first time in my adult life that I'm moving out on my own. All I can think about is that God is good. I have never felt so empowered in my life. I feel amazing. I look amazing. As I gaze at my reflection in my rearview mirror through my sunglasses, I can't help but start singing along with Joe Scott. I was really feeling myself. I was feeling free. I bought a house all by myself with my own money. No help from Kyro or any other man. The drive took about 45 minutes to get to my new house, but it felt like 15 minutes. Time flies, I guess, when you're having fun. As I pulled my truck into my circular driveway, I turned down Jill to look at my beautiful tiny mansion. It's truly a breathtaking home. I grabbed a box out of my trunk and walked to the front door. I opened my double doors, revealing a spacious foyer with the view of my circular staircase leading to the most beautiful balcony on the second floor. I put the box down and ran up the stairs with exuberance. When I got to the top, I looked down the stairs to see a man standing in my foyer. Startled, my heart skipped a beat before realizing I recognized this intruder, which caused my heart to skip a beat once again. Cheeba?
Asia.
What are you doing here? And how'd you know where I was?
I have my ways. Being a retired police officer does have some advantages. You know, you really need to start taking your safety seriously. You can start by locking your doors.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to do that from now on. I walked down the stairs past Cheeba and closed the door. Not before peeking outside to see if anyone saw this man walk into my house. You could never be too sure. The last thing I needed was rumors of Cheeba and I in the media as Kyro's going through this murder case. I looked up at him as I locked the door. There, happy?
Yes, I feel much better now.
Really? You're stalking me now? Isn't using your resources against my family and me what made you a retired police officer?
Your husband not being able to get over us is what made me a retired police officer.
And you just had no part in that, huh? You know what? I'm not even going here with you. Stopping by my house unannounced was not a good idea. Imagine if my kids were here. Or worse, Kyro.
Kyro? I'm not worried about that murderer.
Murderer? Excuse me, Cheeba. Kyro's not a murderer. Cheeba, why are you here?
Well, the streets were talking. There may be trouble in paradise. So I had to investigate.
Trouble, huh?
Yes. Then I heard you purchase a home. And I had to see for myself if it was true or not. And boom, here I am, in the house of the beautiful and internationally respected Asia Carter.
Really, Cheeba?
Thanks to your daughter, I'm a retired man.
Don't speak of my child. You brought that on yourself. I told you to leave my family alone.
My point is, Asia, you must know my heart never stopped loving you. Not a day goes by that your face does not come to my mind. It has been 20 plus years, and my flame still burns, just as hot as ever for you.
I'm a married woman, Cheeba, with a family. You and I can never be.
Damn it, Asia. We could have our own family. You, Kingston, and me.
Kingston and me? Cheeba, how's that gonna work? He may be yours biologically, but he's Kyro's son.
Maybe mine.
Cheeba lowered his eyes to the ground. I think I may have hurt his feelings. But his idea of him, Kingston, and I becoming family is far-fetched. I mean, Kingston is a grown man now. How would I even tell him that Kyro isn't his father? Shoot, how would I even tell Kyro?
We both know there's a chance that he may not be mine. We were wild then. Asia, that's why I need a paternity test. I must know. I can't continue my life without knowing for sure if Kingston is my own flesh and blood. I mean, I don't have children on my own. It would be nice to know if someone will carry my own legacy.
Why now, Cheeba? Why now? This is not the time for this conversation. I have too much going on with my own family right now. My marriage is in shambles. My children need me. Kyro and his legal troubles. I do not need you adding any more drama to my life. What we had is what we had, and it's in the past.
Stop running! Stop running, Asia. Stop running for what you feel in your heart as well. I know you feel it too. Your eyes tell me so. Tell me that I'm wrong.
Cheeba, we are not free-spirited young adults trying to figure out life anymore. Let it go. Let things lie where they lie.
Asia, you know what they say, if you love and let it go. And if it comes back, it was meant to be.
Cheeba, I never came back. And I don't think I ever will.
And Kingston?
What about him?
I want a paternity test, Asia. I just need to be sure. Don't you think he deserves to know too?
Deserve? Yes. Needs to? What good is that gonna do him?
Asia, you were my woman once. Who could ever love you the way that I do? I loved you for as long as I can remember, and I never stopped loving you. Just give us a second chance.
Cheeba, you're going in circles now, and you're using the two things you have over me, our son and our love.
So, you do love me.
Before I could even answer him, he grabbed me by the small of my back. I was under his spell, and I was hopelessly drawn to him. I was momentarily weak. He lowered his towering muscular frame and planted his lips against mine. And to my surprise, I didn't stop him. It felt so natural, but so wrong. After our kiss, I pulled back jeeringly, feeling like this teenage schoolgirl. He never looked more handsome than he does now.
Cheeba, I can't love you the way you deserve to be loved. Please respect that from me. I do want to thank you for getting Kingston out of the legal mess.
I had nothing to do with getting Kingston out of jail. And who told you I did?
I just figured you did, considering the circumstances and all. But if it wasn't you, then who?
The aroma of freshly made Cuban coffee filled the kitchen. The light from the morning sun was coming through the blinds. And sitting across from me was the most handsome man. Charles was a tall, dark piece of chocolate with a model-like chiseled features. I couldn't help but to stare at his full lips as he took a sip of his coffee. My eyes locked in onto his, and for some reason, when I stared into his eyes, I felt nothing but shame. I could not hold his gaze. I found myself shifting my eyes. It's crazy that my profession is to fix people's problems, and I can't even help myself. Since I've been with Kane, Charles and I have not been intimate. I know eventually he's going to start to wonder what is wrong with me. There's only so many headaches and long days at work excuses he's going to accept for me. Each day that I do not tell Charles what I have done makes the guilt much heavier. I feel terrible inside because this wonderful man does not deserve to be treated like this. I love Charles, but with Kane, it's just something I can't explain. He's so different from Charles. Kane is mysterious, and he is unraveling right before my eyes, where I cannot help but staying tuned in. What in the living hell am I doing? I'm trying to get myself killed. That's what. How's your coffee?
The way I like my woman. Dark, hot, and on my tongue.
Stop it, boy. Before you start something, you can't stop.
Girl, who says I wanted to stop? You know that song by Mark Nelson? All I need is 15 minutes.
Calm down, horn dog. We must get to work.
Oh, damn, Neffi, it's been a minute. And baby, you are looking like a snack.
Snack? Charles, you know I'm a whole meal, but not now. Maybe tonight?
All right. I'll hold you to that.
I see you have your lucky suit on today.
Well, today, I have a meeting with Kane. I've been trying to meet with that guy for days, only able to catch him in the hallway.
Oh, yeah? What's your meeting about?
Oh, usual legal stuff. Patents, copyrights, money, regular lawyer and CEO stuff. And guess what? I'm actually looking forward to it. You know, I've come to really like that guy. He was not who I thought he was. You know what they say about never judging a book by its cover. Before we talked, I thought he was just some arrogant, privileged womanizer who got the position he got because of who his dad is.
Trust me, Kyro gives out no handouts, not even to his children.
Yeah, I see that now. I had him all wrong. That's just not him. Not to mention, this will be a wonderful opportunity for me in my career. Plus, I get to work closer to my boo. The world just keeps on blessing me. God is good, isn't he?
Sounds like you have a man crush. Do I have to keep my eyes on you too?
Is that what you got from me after saying all of that?
I'm just saying.
Huh. Girl, you are crazy. It's about that time we head into the office. Are you riding with me or are you driving yourself?
I will be driving myself.
Okay, cool. Meet you at the office. Last one there's a rotten egg.
We arrived at the office building in no time. And of course, I beat Charles there. He drives like my grandma. He opened my door, and as I sat in my car applying my lipstick waiting for him to arrive...
You beat me to the office, Neffi, so I guess I'm the rotten egg. But hey, you need to slow down on the highway. State troopers were out and about. You were super lucky you were not pulled over.
Slow down? Why? So that you can beat me here? Nope. My cute little rotten egg of a man needs to learn how to drive. What's the point of having a sports car if you're not going to drive it like it's one?
Aw, whatever.
We entered the office building laughing as I was still teasing Charles about his driving. Of course, with my luck, we ran smack dab into Kane, waiting on the elevator in the lobby.
Good morning. I see you two lovebirds are feeling good today.
Sarcasm dripped from his voice, but you can only hear it if you knew him. Oh, and I knew him in ways that I shouldn't. Charles smiled and kissed me on the cheek and placed his arm around me. I lowered my eyes after I saw Kane's jaws flex with irritation.
I'm feeling great, brother. And yourself?
Never better.
I knew he was lying. I knew he was irritated. And even though I was standing with my fiancé, I couldn't help but to ease the pain some. So as naturally as I could, I stepped from under Charles' arms and pressed the elevator button again that was already pressed. The elevator came in what seemed like forever. Once inside, Charles began sparking up a conversation with the irritated Kane. He was missing all of the signs that were so clear as day to me.
Kane, I can't wait for you to hear my proposal for this new gas project. I think I have some great ideas to produce a cleaner gas supply at a cheaper price.
Really? We've been looking for exactly those types of ideas. What time is our meeting again?
Wait, what is happening? I totally expected Kane to brush my fiance off.
It's at 10:30 a.m.
Kane looked at his watch, then looked up at Charles and smiled?
Well, what you doing now? I'd love to hear your ideas.
Really?
I nudged Charles discreetly in his side, letting him know his man crush was coming out.
I was going to finalize the numbers for negotiation purposes in case you liked my ideas, but I'm free besides that.
Please, walk with me to my office. If what you're saying is true, we can look over the numbers together during lunch.
The elevator door opened up on my floor, and I didn't realize it, paying too much attention to my fiancé and his newfound lover.
Honey, I think this is you.
Up. Yes, it is. I took a couple of steps towards the door when Charles grabbed my arm. He planted a kiss on my cheek again. My eyes couldn't help but to look up at Kane as my fiancé embraced me so lovely. That jaw again was flexing. Ugh, what am I going to do?
Have a good day. See you at lunch?
Yep. The elevator door closed, and I leaned back on the wall, breathing for the first time in what seemed like forever. And just as I closed my eyes, happy to be out of the hell I was just in, my phone rang. I reached in my suit pocket, grabbing it. I know you lied. To say I was shocked? To see who was calling me was an understatement. Brooklyn's name flashing across my screen was the last thing I expected when I looked at my phone. We've been trying to locate this girl for weeks. Why the hell was she calling me? Well, what do I owe the pleasure, runaway bride? Is that so? You want me to what? Brooklyn, now you know. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, let me think about it and I'll get back to you. What you're asking will put me in a huge bind with your father. I'm sorry. How much did you say? Like I said, let me think about it. I hung up the phone and walked into my office. Rich people really stomped on my nerves, throwing around money like it was supposed to make people hop, jump, and skip. Now, how the hell does she expect me to turn that offer down? When I reached my office, I called my assistant on the phone. Leslie, cancel my appointments for Thursday. Oh, and book me a flight. I'm going to Houston for a few days. I began my day trying to ignore the fact that my fiancé and lover were in a meeting, probably jerking each other off by now. This is insane. Kane is right. It's time for me to decide who and what I want to do. I mean, Charles is a good man, but I often wonder if we're still together just for the hell of it. I mean, we were high school sweethearts who never dated or experienced anyone besides each other in our adult years. Charles has always said he knew I was the one at the moment he saw me. But for me, the sparks is just not there anymore. And I didn't know that until I met Kane. I mean, it's just more than just sex with us. Our conversations, the time we spend, the moments where we're just doing nothing but laugh. Like last week, when we just stood at the window, holding each other, watching the rain fall. Oh my God, that man has really penetrated my head. The day came and went, and before I knew it, it was time to go home. I packed my things up and headed out. And I was leaving the office, Kane was walking towards it. Hello, handsome. Fancy meeting you here.
Neffi.
He was stiff and cold to my flirting with him. Usually when he sees me around the office, he has a smile, like he knows something no one else knows. Right now, Kane was, well, being Kane. What's wrong?
I just spent the day with your fiancé.
And, okay, you knew that you would be spending a lot of time with him. Stepping in for your dad means spending a lot more time with people who you work with in this building. What's the problem?
I actually like your fiancé. I thought I was going to hate the man, but he's a good guy. Which, by the way, if I didn't know it was your fiancé, I would think he had a crush on me. But But that's neither here nor there.
Yes. Kane, get to the point. Are we still going out tonight or what?
Nah, Neffi, go home.
What?
I said go home. Look, I thought I would be able to do this, but once again, my father won.
Kane. He just left me standing in the hallway confused.
Three weeks of pure bliss. No Carter drama, no PR stunts, no press conferences, no shows. Just pure bliss. C4 and I stayed out the country for the first 2 weeks and a half. We decided to come back to the States a couple of days ago to set up our new property that we rented in Houston. Plus, I was set to do a photo shoot today and was expecting the paparazzi to swarm me like bees around freshly made honey. I don't know if I was ready for this, but between my siblings calling every day, including Kingston's threatening messages to kill my new boyfriend, and my father cutting off my funds after week 1 of not returning his phone calls, I knew I had to show face. The only one I spoke to since I ran away was my mother. Well, because she's my mother. And I didn't want her to worry about me. I was fine, more than fine. I was free, and I was loving it. I pulled up to the photo shoot, and as expected, there was paparazzi outside snapping pictures as soon as I pulled up. Could you believe there were a few news reporters here as well? Come on, I can't be the first bride ever to run away and disappear for a few weeks. What was I going to do?
Hello, guys, over here.
I heard someone on a loudspeaker and looked over to see Neffi standing at a podium that read, "The Return of Brooklyn Carter." I couldn't help but bust out in pure laughter as that actually got the blood-hungry journalist to walk over to where she was standing.
As you all know, Brooklyn Carter has made the brave decision to end her relationship with Bryson Patterson. Just as she was about to walk down the aisle, she found out some disturbing news that halted her decision to take their relationship to the next level.
Oh, that was good. Her distracting the media gave me a chance to step out of the car with my bodyguards. I couldn't help but stand there and listen for a few more seconds as my men were urging me to get inside.
This was not an easy decision, which is why Brooklyn Carter took some time away from the public eye to heal. The Carter family just asks that you respect their privacy while Brooklyn and Bryson decide the next step in their relationship.
Ooh, she's good. The media was eating her up. Neffi looked up at me and smiled before nudging her head, urging me to go inside as well. One of the journalists turned to see what she was looking at and caught a glimpse of it. My security pushed me in the door before one camera could go off. That was close.
Welcome back, Miss Carter. It's a pleasure to have you.
No, thank you. I'm excited to get back to work.
Quick, this way. We'll be shooting you in our newly renovated studio.
Neffi walked into the building after fighting her way through the crowd.
Sorry, no entry.
Building security kept the vultures on the other side of the door. We all walked up to the studio as a glam team quickly came over to prepare me for the magazine shoot.
Little girl, you got a lot of explaining to do.
Neffi, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I didn't think you would show up.
I only came to be nosy and to make sure C4 wasn't holding you hostage. What were you thinking, running away with him like that?
For once, I didn't think. I just acted, and it felt so good.
So, what's the plan? You know, once your father sees this interview, he's going to be hounding me to tell him where you are.
Neffi, you cannot do that, please.
Girl, you are the daughter of a billionaire. What makes you think he doesn't already know where you are? Kyro's resources has no bounds.
Because I would be in his prison of a house by now, under guard, lock, and key.
True.
Neffi, can you stay with me? I have a few more bookings today and tomorrow that I cannot miss. My dad shut down my accounts and I'm running out of funds. I need to do these, but I just can't face the public alone.
Sure. But you need to come up with a better plan. This one isn't it.
She was right. Never did I think I would want to come from under the protection of the Carter name until I came from up under it. Now, I just want to be left alone.
A half-filled crystal decanter sat on a large cherry wood desk, leaving me no choice but to help myself to what was surely a top-shelf brown liquor. I poured myself a glass, filling it to the brim. I took a sip, letting the flavor tingle my tongue. The brown liquor burned my throat ever so slightly and warmed my whole chest as it slipped down my esophagus to fill my gut. I decided to open the blinds of the hexagonal window that overlooked the city. Viewing the city from this height was always breathtaking. I was 50 floors high, and from here, people on the street looked like ants. The sound of the door opening informed me that my purpose for being here had arrived. I remained firm in my position in the office corner, enjoying the city view with my back turned to the door.
Whoa. Who are you and what are you doing in my office? And let's be clear, you have 5 seconds to answer those questions before I have my officers throw you in jail.
This is how you say hello to an old friend? I never turned around to face him. The nerve of him threatening me.
Kyro, lucky for you I can recognize that voice of yours anywhere. Your 5 seconds was up 5 seconds ago. I can't say I was expecting to see you. It's not every day people break into my office and drink my liquor.
I heard him pull out a glass and pour himself a drink. That's when I decided to turn around and face him. Why, Mayor, drinking on the job?
Whatever the reason you're here, I feel like I'm gonna need it. What are you gonna do, report me?
Yes, you may indeed wish to pour yourself a glass for this one. Question, Mayor Sanders. How could you allow the approval of the new rehab center construction? You knew that was my property. And you know that I've been fighting and making payoffs for years to keep it an historical landmark.
I had no idea they would find that body there, Kyro.
Neither did I. I'm not here because they found a body. I have nothing to do with that. Someone is trying to frame me. I'm here because I researched who approved the new rehab project being built on my property. What do you know? It was my old friend. Noah, where was the heads up? The mayor looked at me like he didn't believe a word I was saying. I didn't care. I was innocent. That was my story, and I was sticking to it.
The notification was sent out months ago. Don't blame me. Blame your legal team.
That Londoner transitioned to her new law firm. She must have missed the notice. She will be hearing from me about this.
Exactly. I did my due diligence. It was either veto the rehab project or pull as many strings as possible to get my son out of the mess he was in. I couldn't do both without looking like we're in bed together. I'm sorry, but Kingston was more important than some old property that does nothing to enhance the community. Again, I had no idea they would find what they found.
Speaking of which, need I remind you that I am the one who's taken care of your son for years? Keeping your little secret that you cheated on your wife while attending wild sex parties? Being in bed together. We've been in bed for years. If it got out that Kingston was actually your son, you never would have taken your political career so far. A letter of notice? You at least owed me a phone call.
And need I remind you that you had just as much to lose as I did if that information was leaked?
Hardly. I would be painted as a good husband who was cheated on by his promiscuous wife. You would be seen as a crazed sex addict who cheated on his wife. How could you run the city when you can't even keep your dick in your pants?
Is that a threat? Because you still have as much to lose as me if that information was leaked.
Are you not hearing me? I've never had anything to lose. I kept your secret because I love my wife, and because revealing this situation would have put a strain on our already strained marriage. But guess what? 30 years later, and the marriage is still strained. My kids are grown, and thanks to your son's antics, my campaign was ruined. Lose what? I could be convicted of this murder and still die a billionaire. Can you say the same thing, Mayor Noah Sanders? The mayor remained silent. Seeing he had no response, he took another drink out of his cup. I don't even know why people try me. I did not come here to play with Noah. Good. Now that I have your attention, listen closely.
Yes, please. Let's get to the point of this meeting.
You are going to use whatever resources you have to clear my name of these ridiculous charges.
And?
And then you're going to help me to get a seat.
A seat where, Kyro?
Why, Mayor, haven't you heard? There's a seat in the Senate open. And I want it. You should have seen his face as I dropped that bomb on him and I turned to leave his office. Of course I knew he was going for that seat. But what better man for the chair than me? This smuck had me raise his kid all these years and to keep his secret as he advanced from a police officer to the mayor. All I asked was when I needed something done, he did it. And he couldn't even do that. I exited the government building and got in the back seat of my town car as my driver held the door open for me. Yes, I've always known that Kingston wasn't mine. From the moment she opened her mouth and told me she was pregnant, I just waited until Kingston was born and took that baby to get tested. 0% probability that he was mine. Now I just needed to find out who his real father was while I held this little secret from my wife. I didn't fault her or blame her. I always blamed myself. Sometimes, I admit, I push people around me away when I really don't mean to. I knew I could have been a better husband back then. I just took the out-of-marriage child as punishment for all the adultery I committed in our marriage. People always wonder why I treat Kingston the way I do. It's not because I hate the kid. I actually have a lot of respect for him. He's just a constant reminder of my own fuck-ups.
Pride of Kyro was created by Ejanai Kamal. Written by Ejanai Kamal, Stefan Lee, and Jason Frazier. Produced and directed by Ejanai Kamal and Hanif Wynn. Kyro Carter was played by Jeremiah Blunt II. Asia Carter was played by Courtney Jones. London Carter was played by LaToya Ransom. Karan Carter was played by Zodu Modes. Kane Carter was played by Hanif Wynn. Brooklyn Carter was played by Yakini Horn. Kingston Carter was played by Jason Frazier. Nefertiti Allen was played by Siv Jones. Arena Jones was played by Arvel Poe. Farrah Wright was played by Taisha Shuford. Charles Jones III was played by AJ Dwayne. C4 was played by DeJuan Williams. Captain Cheeba was played by Dwayne Bradshaw. Mayor Sanders was played by Tyrone Rhodes. Kendrick was played by Dorsey Dixon. Rachel was played by Taryn Rhodes. Leona was played by Latavia Hart. Additional background vocals provided by Kalila Porter and Christian Guglielmo. For the Love of the Pride, opening theme song was written by Joseph Buchanan. The Pride of Kyro was recorded at Patchwork Studios in Atlanta, Georgia. Sound design for The Pride of Kyro was done by Christian Guglielmo. The Pride of Kyro was mixed and mastered by Christian Guglielmo from a Shiesty Major. Promotional visuals provided by Barbara Curtis and Fame of Plan B Marketing. The Pride of Kyro is streamed on all podcast platforms. Please subscribe and leave us a review. Follow us on all social media at The Pride of Kyro. Follow us on Patreon to receive all exclusive content and early bird access to all new episodes. We appreciate all y'all support. Thank y'all for taking a ride with The Pride. See you soon.